Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, two philosophers
For sure. Modern day philosophers.
with no fucking background in philosophy whatsoever.
Hey, bullshit, motherfucker. Welcome to Wasted Content, episode 76. Welcome to Scenic Brewing Company here out of Las Vegas, Nevada. We have head brewer Jaime. Jaime, thanks for having us.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, it's going great. It's a lovely excuse to start my day with a beer. So, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the hospitality. Legit, we just touched down a few hours ago. So if you see these bags in your eyes, because no. But thanks for having us come out here and enjoy some of your beers on tap. Terrible introduction. I am Anthropos.
And I am Ozymandias.
All right,
Thank you.
guys.
I've been waiting.
Sorry.
When is he gonna say it?
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with something that's not even on the menu just yet. Jaime is so nice as to have us try something he just tapped. This is the Taste Like Dancing. It's a West Coast double IPA. Is that correct, Jaime?
Yeah.
What do we got for ABV on this guy?
9.4. A ton of mosaic hops.
Beautiful.
And a little bit of Simcoe hops.
Alrighty, let's get right to spelling notes.
Cheers.
Oh, lovely. That's sweet. That's citric. Beautiful. A lot of sweetness to this here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful underlying sweetness to this beer.
I'm expecting a solid malt backbone to this.
It
as
is,
well.
it is a little more old school West. Like it's a little bit of crystal malt in here. Like
Very well.
Yeah. Like our regular standard IPA doesn't have much crystal malt at all, but yeah, this one does.
Perfect. Cheers, gentlemen. Let's get right into it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, very refreshing. Definitely enough dank in there to call it a double West Coast IPA.
Yep.
Relatively smooth, though, I will say. That's impressive. Typically, when you say double IPA, West Coast, all those things in the same sentence,
Yeah.
there's that pine, that like super resin.
Yeah.
And I think you've achieved that with this beer here, but it's not so offensive with that hot bite.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. It's not as like brutally bitter as so as I can get, but it's more for drinkability.
Absolutely, I could see myself crushing this in this weather.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous, honestly.
Man, that is dangerous. It 9.4%. That's incredible. I can feel it crushing this daily.
Yeah.
Without feeling any booze. It's just citrus, fresh, refreshing, very aromatic, very floral. Oof.
It finished very dry too, so it's not too sweet. It smells a little sweet, but it's not as sweet as it finished at like 1.7. So man, that's pretty dry for this type of beer.
Absolutely, it just kind of reins everything back in towards the finish, right? So that sweet character on the palate, mid palate, is giving me all the malt that I need for this to hold up,
To balance it out, yeah.
Yeah, and then it just has that really quick dry finish to it. So perfectly done with this one, Jaime. Very well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get into the rating for this. In terms of a double IPA, West Coast style, my heart of hearts, man after my own heart, in a sea of haze nowadays.
Yeah.
I really like that brewers are still harkening back to the days that really kind of started that IPA, that hop frenzy,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
I'm gonna get right into it. This is a 9 out of 10 for me,
Yeah,
Jaime.
thank you.
No,
Yeah,
thank you,
I
sir.
appreciate that. It's super fresh too, which helps.
Yeah, the fresher the better on these I hear, right?
This is like 20 minutes old.
Wow.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's
Man.
badass.
Yeah. Literally kicked it right before you got here.
Nice. For me, this is a 9.5. Given the age, how long it's been aging here for us, this is a beautiful beer. It's very, I'm loving the balance between the hops and the malt here. It's very creamy to texture. I'm going to attribute that a little bit to the malts. This is an incredible beer. I mean, Biggie versus Tupac, it's gonna be Tupac all day. So West Coast, man.
Yep. Dope.
Yeah, right color, right flavor profile, right smell.
That
everything.
color is gorgeous too.
Yeah.
That's a very light amber. It looks exactly how it should. It tastes even better. Very good, Jamie.
Thank you.
Alrighty. While we are finishing the first brew up, and this is the brewer's choice, we're starting up right up top with the brewer's choice. We'd like to get into a couple of questions for you, Jamie.
Okay. Yeah.
So first and foremost, I feel this you'd be the gentleman to ask. This past Christmas, I received a home brewing kit.
Yes. Okay.
And although the kit comes with instructions and all the tools I'll need,
Yeah.
it's still just sitting in its box.
Okay.
4 months later.
Yeah.
And it's I know I have everything. It's very straightforward.
Okay.
It makes it sound easy even.
Okay.
I'm still very intimidated by
Nervous
it.
by it? Yeah.
Absolutely. So my question to you is, what would be some tips for a first-time home brewer?
Well, for you, you gotta open that box.
For sure.
First and foremost,
We got to start there.
So I guess especially nowadays, if you don't have good temperature control, there's some yeast strains now that will kind of help you overcome that aspect of homebrewing. And that was my hardest part when I was homebrewing, was temperature control, because I didn't have the resources to get a temperature controlled fridge and all this stuff. But now they have these Norwegian yeast strains that can ferment at 100 degrees and still give you a clean beer.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
even if you're a little bit all over the place with your temperature, as long as you're consistently your house is a consistent temperature, it doesn't have to be perfectly at 69 or whatever. You have a little wiggle room, and I would say start with a Norwegian yeast strain.
Very well.
Yeah. Unless you have temperature control, and then don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I wish they had that when I had started.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Very well. Norwegian. Go Norwegian for yeast, right?
If you don't have good temperature control.
Very well.
Yep.
Oz, what you got, man?
is that really intimidating, or is it just your procrastination?
It's a little bit of both, really. I have beer readily available to me at any time.
Yep, the
So-
best beer you can have. Yeah.
And
I know what I'll do. I'll brew my own.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure anything that I'll brew, especially for a first time, might either be terrible or mediocre.
Right.
I think it's a little bit of that. It's just no real motivation other than really just becoming familiar with it.
Yep.
We're obviously we're fans of it. We're passionate about craft beer, but that's just the one thing that we have yet to
Is
tackle.
Do the homebrewing. It's fun. Once you get into it, it becomes a little all-consuming, though. Just so
I'm
you
sure of
know,
it.
Yeah, because you're there's all this new stuff. There's so much information, and it's it starts taking over your life a little bit.
A little bit of a rabbit hole, right?
A
You
little bit, yeah.
figure out one thing, and then oh, and I can do this, and I can do that.
Yep. And there's all sorts of forums and books and people that are discussing it, and it's a lot. But you just gotta dive into it. Otherwise, and if something doesn't turn out, it's fine. It's just time, and you're learning. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Not everything's gonna be perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a saying in Spanish goes something along the lines of, you only learn if you ruin something,
For
right?
sure.
So
Yeah.
it's like learning from our mistakes, and I understand that's part of that process as well.
Yeah.
So something I'm excited to get into, and I'll definitely take your advice.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd say that the brewing process and all of the new things that have turned out from brewers experimenting, and with all of the equipment, it's kind of removing my excuses to do it.
Right. Right.
I no longer have to worry about temperature control. That
Exactly.
gift was given to me because my other biggest excuse was I don't have the room for it. I don't have the space.
Yep.
And it says everything that's in this box that's all the space you need. So it's just kind of chipping away at all the excuses I have
It is getting
to
easier and
not.
easier, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to get into the second beer, Jamie.
Yeah, let me go get that.
Very well.
Okay, we're back with our second beer in the lineup. This is Scenic Tropical Habanero. Fuck. I can't fucking read. But you give me the fucking assignment here. Our Scenic Pale Ale with mango puree, added along with spicy habanero peppers, light body, telling you, I can't fucking read. Slight bready malty character from Vienna malt. El Dorado hops complement the tropical fruits and the habanero peppers as well. Definitely spicy, but shouldn't leave you in tears. Man,
right.
oh man, dude.
Yeah.
We're excited for this one.
Yeah.
This is the first thing we saw when we were looking up your brewery list.
Yep.
Like, okay, we got to do something spicy.
Yep.
You know, we're
Spicy beers are polarizing, right? Like
They
you either
definitely
love 'em or
are.
You don't, you know, there's some, but people who love them don't stop drinking them. You know, they just keep it rolling.
we've
Absolutely.
had some bad spicy beers, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the spice? And then an hour later, it's just coming up. And like,
You
oh,
only got
there it
heartburn.
is.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully this doesn't do that to you.
I'd say that the spicy profile, it typically lends itself to pale ales, IPAs. I find it works better in this way. There's been plenty of darker beers that we've had
Yeah.
with that, and I think that those typically sit heavier and
Yeah.
they cause that heartburn.
heartburn, for sure.
These like lighter pale ales, the lighter IPAs, it just kind of brings this like refreshing tone to it, and it makes that spice work. It's kind of like there's a heat and there's a relief all in one, right?
Yeah, that makes sense for sure.
Yeah. Habanero. Habanero is one of my favorite peppers in terms of flavor profile and in terms of heat.
Yep.
I'm one of these lunatics that's gonna eat a Reaper, whole,
Oh, no.
and then
Yeah.
have a terrible time afterwards,
Yeah.
but still feel like a badass.
Yep.
So I love spicy, man.
Okay.
You're speaking my language.
All right. Hopefully
Not-
this is spicy enough for you. Might not be. We'll see.
Yep. All right, let's get right into
this
it.
comes in at a 7.4 ABV with 70 IBUs.
Let's see, smelling notes.
Yeah,
Smelling notes. Smelling notes.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that breadiness from the malt here. Right on the nose. And let's get right into it. Gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers. Oh, oops. Sorry.
Whoa. All right. Look at that.
And this one, like the spice level will sometimes vary keg to keg because I'm using fresh pepper.
Okay.
Wow.
And so sometimes you just get some spicier peppers, and it's a little. I use the same amount of peppers every time to try and get some consistency. But
Yeah.
Anytime you cook, you'll know that sometimes the peppers just aren't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as a lover of spicy food, I know that feeling. You get a shit pepper, and it's like, what the hell is this?
No.
Yeah. I use peppers in anything I cook often,
Yeah.
and it's sometimes you get a pepper that's as spicy as a blade of grass,
Yep.
and then sometimes you just have something that's just
Yeah.
lights you on fire. I do get that. I'm getting this very light presence of the spice.
It's very mellow spice, especially this time. Like sometimes it's very spicy, but I'm noticing that too.
And I know particularly you don't want this heavy laden spice either. You don't want it to be offensive. You want people to enjoy your beer.
Yeah, I would want to order it exactly. Yeah.
Right. You don't want everyone to have this like like spicy beer challenge or something like that,
Right.
where they're coming to like get their faces melted.
Yeah.
No, this is offering just a nice touch
Yeah.
of spice. It lets you know it's there, and then everything that's happening on the mid palate is just this like wonderful grainy malty sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
It's light, it's crisp, and
Sometimes the heat will build a little too as you drink it, but
Yeah, it's definitely building a bit. Like I'm getting it more and more with each sip. Yeah.
I've noticed that with this beer.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of tropical fruits here too. A little bit of pineapple, maybe a little bit of mango. If I'm
there's
might be
mango.
mistaken.
There's absolutely mango.
Yep, it is mango. So
Yeah.
there's mango. Yeah.
And it's not an over ripened mango either. It's a little bit more on the green side as well. That's lovely. Man, that's yummy. Jamie, you guys are brewing beer that's going perfectly for your climate.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I woke up and it's probably 90 degrees out here
Yeah.
at 9 a.m.
Yep.
So
It's a little bit of a shock.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. So this is just pairing lovely with the morning. The habanero, in at 7.4 ABV. I'm surprised you've snuck even that much ABV into this.
Yeah.
This seems something that hangs out around the 4 or 5% ABV, and you've snuck about 2.5% more in there.
Yeah.
So that's lovely. Very well.
Yep. Definitely some bang for the buck there.
Oz, you got a rating for this?
Man. Tropical Habanero. This is going to be a solid 8.5 for me. A well-earned 8.5. The ABV is respectable, like Anthropos is saying. Usually these do hang out in 4%, 5% area. So to be able to get that ABV without any of that booziness coming through is incredible. It's a feat on its own. That spiciness from the habanero, it is creeping in a bit.
Yep.
Every sip, I'm getting more and more. And it's
Right,
like, oof, oof, those endorphins coming
Yeah.
through. Oh, man, just making me feel good.
Yep.
It's refreshing. It's lovely for this weather. It's a solid 8.5.
The Scenic Tropical Habanero. This is an 8.5 for me as well. I'm going to grade it as such. That name is going to play into my rating as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah, beautiful play on words.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's plenty of, there's plenty. Well, I'm not going to say there's plenty. Not a lot of brewing companies are messing with peppers.
Yeah.
And so that's bold in and of itself. I've seen some do some things with habanero, and the fact that they haven't thought to do that with it, just the name, I like it. I like the habanero. I love the juiciness here, that tropical kick to the pale ale. Typically, I don't ask much from pale ales. I just want something that's going to be crisp, refreshing, and that's probably about as much as I expect.
Right.
Here, I'm getting this like very luscious sweetness. Even in the color, it's telling you that you're expecting more of a malt presence here. So I love the generous amount of malt you've included for this. Everything's working well, and I just burped, and I felt that.
Felt the spice?
I felt it.
Yeah.
Very good 8.5 for me, Jamie.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, thank you. Oz, do you have a question for Jamie?
I do. Man, I had this perfectly lined up. What is it that you would like Scenic Brewing to be known for? Everybody has their own their thing. We have the brewery that's known kind of for Belgian styles.
Right.
Stone, that's West Coast IPAs.
Right.
What would you like Scenic Brewing to be known for here?
Yeah, that's kind of a tough question because I just try to brew everything well, and so I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need to be. I don't necessarily want to be known for any one thing, but I would like my beers to always be consistent and good, and I'll still take some risks, but for me, I just want the beer to be good and consistent, and I think that that's what I want people to come here and think like, oh, it's Scenic, beer's great, like. But I'm not going to focus on one style or anything.
Gotcha. Yeah. We've seen a lot from prior to the episode. You were just handing us different styles of beer, not including what we've had on the episode, and it's incredible to see such a big variety done well.
Yeah.
Usually we have the case where a brewery is overreaching. They're known for one style, and then they go and try a fucking nitro whatever.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
It's okay.
And it's
I
terrible.
see that too, and I mean we all sometimes swing and miss. Like it happens.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm trying very hard to like not do that.
Yeah.
But you
No.
gotta take some risks, and I commend anybody who does. But just sometimes it doesn't work, and
Definitely.
yeah.
I do get the impression, Jamie, that you and your team here have a very strong foothold on the brewing process. Just in the about 5-6 beers that I've tried, all from varying styles.
Yeah.
They're all wonderfully done, and that's refreshing.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
And I even see that that you're doing some seltzers as well.
Yep.
I know that those are in high demand right now.
Yep, exactly.
So
And we had some extra time. I was like, I should try it.
Fuck it. Why not?
It's all right. It's a seltzer.
Right.
We got some decent seltzers.
Yeah.
Have we?
No, we did. We had Golden Road had some decent seltzers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna turn this into the Seltzers podcast, dude.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Just the way we hated the hazy craze coming
Oh,
in,
yeah.
we eventually just like gave in, and like most of our lineups are now hazy down.
course.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna end up going to seltzer.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I'd like to say here officially
Yeah.
that it's my opinion that we coined the term haze craze, and it was because of just obviously everybody's just talking about this. It's a buzz, and we're over here with our West Coast style. Still, don't take this away from me. And seltzers have taken the scene by storm.
I know.
So hey, you gotta.
Yeah.
I see that cucumber and lime. It's probably not going to be part of the. It's probably not going to be part of the lineup today.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have to try it, man.
Anything you guys want to try, just let me know. Yeah.
Absolutely, Jamie. Thank you very much, brother. So with saying that, that you and your team, you guys have a very good foothold on the brewing process. I'd like to ask you, what would you say that your team members bring to your organization?
This is gonna be weird. I'm the only brewer.
Holy
I
smokes,
do
bro.
all the brewing, all the
Holy
solo work,
smokes.
all the, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what does Jamie bring? Dude, props, brother.
Thank you.
For real,
Oh,
man.
man.
What the hell?
Hustle, brother. That's beautiful.
Oh man.
My respects, sir.
Thank you. No, so I worked at a brewery here in town called Joseph James for about 6 years. They actually went under in the last year.
Oh, shit,
I've
okay.
been here for 2 years. So,
Right. 2019, right?
Yeah, so
Yep.
I got up just in time, apparently. Great brewery, beautiful brewery. All the beer was amazing. Everyone in town everyone who left there ended up somewhere, at another brewery or as a head brewer or whatever.
Beautiful.
So it was a really good team. So I learned a lot there. And
I'd
then
imagine.
also I have a degree in food science and
Wow.
focus on fermentation.
That's right.
Yep. And that's given me a lot of just, at least for researching and stuff, the degree doesn't help that much for the process and stuff. That was more, everything I learned really was Joseph James, but it does give me some skills and some knowledge to produce good beer. Yeah, for sure. So
Very
that's,
well.
Yeah, as far as, and like I said, it's just the Jamie show. So.
That's crazy, brother. I'm expecting, you to have,
Full team here or
yeah,
something.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your setup.
It's not. We only serve over the bar. We don't distribute it all or anything. So
Okay.
as we start growing and expanding, and then I'll get more people. But for now, I can do it.
Very well.
And that's
You're nuts, man. You're nuts.
a little bit.
It was definitely very welcoming and refreshing as well to walk in. It's 9 o'clock in the morning as we're walking in,
Yep.
and once again, thanks for hosting us. Thanks for making the time for us.
Of course.
But it was definitely refreshing to walk in and see the head brewer enjoying a beer at 9 a.m. It was just all right, this guy's about it.
Yeah.
This guy's about it.
Yeah. Like I said, I just kegged that beer. I had to try it. Yeah.
Absolutely. I can't blame you, brother.
Yeah, I gotta know.
All right, lovely. I'd like to get into the third beer of today's lineup. Let's do the damn thing.
All right, cool.
Very well. Moving into the third beer of today's lineup, Jamie, I'm going to have you introduce this beer.
All right, so this is No Amazing Grace. It is a double hazy IPA. So our New England style IPA.
Very well.
Beautiful.
Tons of Galaxy hops and a little bit of Mosaic.
I'm excited. All right, so let's see here. If you don't mind, I'm going to do the read on this one.
Please do.
It says,
Don't make me do that.
Jamie suffered enough.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I know.
Osmanius. It says,
Our listeners have suffered. Honestly.
brewed with a ridiculous amount of Galaxy, Mosaic, and Eldorado hops, tropical fruit flavors, peaches, and apricot or apricot. Jamie, you tell me, is it apricot or apricot?
It's apricot.
Okay, it's
Oh,
apricot.
this is a constant
Damn it.
debate on
Isn't
this.
it? Yeah.
On this show specifically,
Yeah.
it's like apricot.
I've had this
apricot,
conversation with a lot of
apricot.
people.
I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to take your word for it, Jamie.
I might even switch some time. There's probably some context.
It's apricot.
where it
Context.
changes. Yeah.
It's context for
Yep.
sure. Depending on who you're with,
Yeah.
or bottle water.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. It's apricot.
It's ball.
It's
It's ball wall.
Alrighty. It says tropical fruit flavors, peaches and apricot are dominant. Some alcohol heat present, but surprisingly drinkable. I'm starting to get a little.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're good. It's because it's surprisingly drinkable.
Considering the high ABV. The Amazing Grace comes in at a 10.2 ABV. This is a 66 IBU beer. You know, everybody is on haze craze. It's been what, 3 years?
Yeah.
That
it's
that
not-
the
it-
whole industry's gone that way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not going away at this point, and it's fine.
No, it's never
But
going away.
It's never going away.
This beer style is something that you could present to beer geeks, connoisseurs, and newbies alike.
Yep.
And it's a hit with all of that
All
crowd.
for sure.
It's the drinkability is really what gets you there,
Yep.
and the amount of flavor that you're able to produce from the dry hopping
Yep.
is the hook.
And it is kind of crazy how much fruit flavor you're getting just from a hop. Like it doesn't look anything like a fruit. It doesn't act like a fruit. And then you put it into beer, and then all of a sudden it's like pineapples and apricots and whatever. And it's fun. They're fun to make.
Yeah, I just remember this moment a couple episodes ago where you're like, that flavor comes from the hop, not from actual pineapple.
Right.
Like, what the?
Yeah.
What?
It is kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 And I was thrown back. I'm like, dude, I've been drinking this beer for 10 plus years now, and I'm just learning this now.
Right. Right.
Absolutely. I'd say also, particularly for hazy IPAs, I really do care for the stone fruit side.
Yeah.
There's plenty that go for a little bit more of these, like passion fruit or melon. Plenty that go for pineapple and mango,
Yeah.
and these other tropical flavor profiles. I just care for big stone fruit flavor.
for sure.
That's my favorite. So this looks about right. The opacity's there. Opacity.
Opacity.
Yeah.
And
It says opacity.
Apricot.
Apricot.
Opacity, you know.
tomato, sir.
Tomato, exactly.
Let's get some smelling notes
I've
here.
never heard opacity.
I was trying.
He's just drunk.
Oh, lovely. Okay, immediately getting that stone fruit on the nose.
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost damn near inhaled it right now. Now I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. That's lovely. A lovely, lovely sweetness coming through on the nose.
Yep.
Let's get right into it, gentlemen. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
Cheers. Wow.
Jamie, would you be able to tell us about the hopping process for this beer?
Yeah, so it's a 60-minute boil, and then like only a tiny bit of hops in the first wort. So it's like as it's going into the kettle, you put a little bit of hops, and then no hops until the whirlpool.
Okay.
So all 100% whirlpool hops, and the whirlpool is normally I do like a 15 to 20 minute whirlpool. This is a 40-minute whirlpool with hop additions throughout the whirlpool. And then when it goes into the fermenter after a couple of days, based on the gravity, I do a during ferment dry hop, and then that's pretty small, maybe a pound per barrel or a little less than that.
Okay.
I can't remember off the top of my head. And then a much larger dry hop after fermentation is done.
Beautiful.
So that first, during fermentation dry hop, that helps add the haze. More than anything, it helps add the haze. Maybe a little hop aroma and stuff, but
Right.
the second dry hopping is where you really get most of that flavor and smell from the hop, accompanied with that extra long whirlpool.
Very well, very well. No, there's plenty of hops to speak of here, and it's presented exactly in the way of the style. Lots of big flavors here. Zero hop bite to speak of.
Yeah.
Absolutely smooth. You're fooling me because it's creamy.
Yeah.
And I don't see any lactose or anything.
There's no lactose, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of
Oats?
There is.
Good
Yeah.
man. Good man.
Good. Yeah, you called it. There's some flaked oat and some oat malt.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And a little bit of wheat.
That's perfect. This representation of a double hazy, is definitely more on the lighter, crisper side, though. I will say that there's some that tend to go a little bit heavier with that creaminess,
Yeah, for sure.
and this one's just kind of staying a little bit lighter in its body.
Mhm.
I don't believe you for a second that this is 10%.
I know.
10.2?
10, I think so.
10.2
This is
ABV?
10%.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's actually weirdly I use a Norwegian yeast strain on this one. It's the first time I tried it. I was curious, and I've heard they're good for hazies, and it was pretty good. Fermented
Perfect.
very quickly, and it liked all the sugars in it, and it was nice. Yeah.
This is ridiculous for a 10%.
Yeah. I
This
don't
is
believe it.
incredible for a
I
10%.
know.
This is
truly dangerous. The other ones are just kind of dangerous. This one's like
no, yeah. This is
you
this
gotta be
is
careful.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple of years back, I was bartending, and we would have drinks that are called creepers
Okay.
because you don't taste the
Yeah.
alcohol in it. And this is definitely one of those.
Creepers. I like that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that. I'm stealing that.
Steal it. Take
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Okay.
But definitely creepers because you don't taste any of the booze.
Yeah.
And it's just all sweet, and you're happy. You're like, oh, this is so good and sweet. And
Yeah.
then
And anyone could
boom.
drink this. And it's just,
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's like, oh wait, there's 151 in here.
And it doesn't help that we're doing like a 13-ounce pour, which that's a pretty big pour for a beer this big.
It is. It is, sir.
Wow, that's a beautiful pour.
Yeah,
A
you might
generous pour.
You might catch us stumbling out of Scenic Brewing Company if
I'm
you
already
hear.
slurring.
And that's okay.
Very good, very good. At 10% ABV, I believe that you're going to have to revise this menu. It does warn me of some alcohol heat present. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think when it was like, it's not that old, but it's a month and a little bit.
Okay.
And I think when it was just, some of the hazies, like they kind of like mature better than most IPAs, and so
Okay.
when it first came out, there was a little more heat. Now you're right, it's gone, and then the hot presence is still there and nice, and yeah, it's nice.
It's no amazing.
Amazing.
I am curious about the gnome part in there. What's up with the gnome part in
We've
there,
been
man?
doing like some branding and stuff with the gnome. So like our owner is he owns a travel agency, and so I
Okay.
guess it's a big thing when travel to like have a gnome and take pictures of it in places. you
For
go.
sure. Yeah, I've seen this. I have a few friends that are about that. They take this
The
little
gnome with him,
gnome.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess he's into that, and so
Okay.
we're starting to work more gnome stuff into our branding.
No shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's cool. So,
Okay,
yeah,
very
it's
good.
fun.
Something to look out for.
Yeah.
Moving forward with the kind of like a theme.
Yeah.
Very
exactly.
well.
Yeah.
Very well. And it does look like that is the first in its kind, right? For like that theme being introduced.
It is. There is some shirts and stuff that we have with the gnome, and like Mas Cerveza has a new label that we're gonna have that has the gnome on it. And,
Very cool.
yeah, it's working its way in slowly to our
Nice.
branding. Yeah,
Do you guys have a shop up on your website that we could have our listeners directed to?
that's a great question. Hey Gerardo. Hey Carl. Do we have one?
Yeah, let's get a link.
I'll work on that.
Yeah, let's get a
Yeah,
link
yeah. He's
for
the guy- he's the
some
guy-
merch.
He's the guy to ask. 'Cause I'm
Very
not-
well. Alrighty, guys.
But we do sell merch here.
Absolutely, yeah. No, we just want to make sure that we have some available for
That would be
for
right.
the listeners
Yep,
as well,
Of course.
so they could see some styles in there. All right, I think we're ready to rate beer number 3 in today's lineup.
Yep.
This is Scenic No Amazing Grace. It is a double hazy IPA coming in at 10.2 ABV. Ozymandias, what you got on this?
That's exactly what you want to hear when you hear double IPA. It's a 10% and above,
Yep.
easily.
Yep.
This is ridiculous. Again, creeper.
Definitely a
Kind of
creeper.
drunk. This is incredible. This feels like a Sunday morning brunch drink. You're having your orange juice here.
Absolutely.
It's so like citrusy and refreshing, and you don't feel any of the booze. I love the fucking dry hop. We've been partial to dry hop recently because we were introduced to it practically. God, I'm drunk. This is incredible. 10%. I don't know where you're hiding the ABV, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't.
You're feeling it though. I can tell. It's coming.
You're not hiding it at all, man.
I'm not hiding it. You're hiding it. I'm not. You're hiding it.
You find it when you drink it.
No, honestly, man, this is incredible. It's very fruity. It's tropical. It's refreshing. And it's not resinous like we're used to IPAs being resinous, but that's double dry hop. Incredible. This is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Lovely. Jamie, before I get to my rating,
Yeah.
I had you introduce this beer for us.
Yep.
I'd like to hear your rating. Obviously, you're passionate about craft beer. You're obviously well exposed to hazy IPAs.
Yeah.
It's quite strange to be in that position. I'd like you to rate your No Amazing Grace.
Okay. Actually, honestly, I was very happy with this one, and I could tell you like Citra Kool-Aid wouldn't get as high of a rating as this one's going to get.
Yes, sir.
Something about this one, I caught lightning in a bottle.
Nice.
But I'll give it like a 9 out of 10. Just yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what would take it to that 10 level?
That's
For me?
exactly what I was gonna ask.
Yeah. Just
I don't know how you can make this better.
just a little better, a little more aroma. That's it.
Okay.
A little more. It's good. I think just a little more.
Very
a
well.
little more intense. And it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna move into my rating for this. For the No Amazing Grace, I have a 9.5. Coming in at 10.2 ABV with a double hazy is you have room to call this a triple hazy
For
at
sure.
that ABV.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
And I'd say that the only way that I could see this beer getting better
Yep.
is going to be the maybe more hops. I know that sounds stupid and crazy.
No, totally. That's,
more hops.
And that's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying with more aroma, more hops.
Right.
Yeah.
More hops, and I'd say a tad bit more of these oats, these flaked oats, to add
You want some more
a
body.
much more, much more heavier body.
Okay,
You know,
right.
a lot of these beers they kind of go creamier because of that addition of the of the flaked malts or
Yeah.
a spelt. I know that helps with that.
Yeah. Some people are using chip malt, and some people there's a lot of. I used oat malt and flaked malt.
More than one way to skin a cat, right?
There's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's like part of the fun way of doing this. Is
Absolutely.
There's just a million different ways to do it, and nobody's wrong.
I can imagine, and I'll be joining you in that journey shortly.
Please.
I'd say probably as soon as we get back over to Cali, man.
Cool.
I'll be joining you in that process,
I
Jamie.
can promise you he won't.
2 more months, but then the box will be open. And once it's open, you're not closing it.
You've known him 28 years. I can guarantee he won't.
Okay.
It's all for show.
It's just
It's all for show.
I don't have the space for it, and then I
Yeah,
don't
of
have
course.
temperature
Yeah,
control.
sorry.
I don't have temperature
Yeah,
control, so
yeah, no, it's okay. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
don't do that to me.
It's not your fault.
You know that works.
No, it's not your fault.
9.5 for me. We have a 9 from
a
the
10
Head
for
Brewer,
me.
and this is a 10 for you.
It's time for me. This is ridiculous.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I do
Jamie.
appreciate it. It's awesome.
I believe we're going to be moving into the last beer of today's lineup, and for that we do have something dark out of your menu. I love that. There's some brewing companies that tend to stay away from that. You've truly mastered every single style that we've had from your menu.
Oh.
You've been above par for all of it, Jamie.
Thank you.
I'm
I
I'm
appreciate
pleasantly
that.
surprised.
Surprisingly above par, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're not that well known yet, and so that I hope more people come in and try it, especially after listening to this. And I appreciate you guys coming here and
That's the
helping us out.
intention.
That's awesome.
Absolutely, that's the intention. We just noticed so many things on your menu, and it was obviously you're trying to do so many things. We had no idea you're doing this by yourself.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, a lot of these are rating very high up there for us. I'm excited to see something on the darker end. This whole project really has started from us enjoying dark beer.
Yeah.
It's a decade back. What year is it? Jesus Christ, I don't even know anymore. It's a decade back,
I don't know.
and people, including us and our friends, are drinking crap. You know,
Yeah.
we're drinking just absolute crap.
You guys were.
You're like, I never.
Well, this
have
guy.
that problem.
He was having Guinness. Wow, watch out. But he introduced me to that.
Miller High Life.
Yeah, Miller
Yeah.
High Life, guilty.
Before I started doing this, Keystones. That was what
Keystones?
we started with, yeah.
Jesus.
Keystones in the 40s. It was weird. Yeah,
We
and
could
then-
blur your face out after saying that. We could do
probably.
that for you.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I think I saw
almost-
Keystones at the 99-cent store. Right?
It's also probably that's almost everyone's journey in this industry. is
For
you
sure.
start with those beers. That's what all your friends are drinking, and then
Correct.
somebody somewhere introduces you to a craft beer, and there's no going back.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
This gentleman introduced me to Guinness, and it changed my life.
Yeah.
I started messing with some Sam Adams. They had these like the winter pack, and it
Yeah.
had like a chocolate bock in it, and I'd never heard of anything
Yeah.
of the like. They had these porters and these spiced ales. It was just wonderful, and I remember grabbing this 24 pack
Yep.
and calling my friends over and saying, "You guys have to drink this."
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's just been this love of darker beer. We've come around to everything else
Right.
because you kind of have to now.
Of course.
There's sours, there's IPAs, there's West Coast, there's New England style,
Yeah.
there's everything
There's
under the
everything,
sun.
yeah.
And you know, coming around to everything else has been a lovely experience, but still, truly, at the bottom of our
Dark
livers,
beer fans.
Absolutely.
No, I get
Yes.
it.
Yes, sir.
I totally get it.
you give me something that's just a malt bomb, anything with chocolate notes or coffee.
Yep.
If you put it in a barrel, even better for me.
Yep, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited to get into something dark from Scenic Brewing Company. Jamie, we're gonna be having the Ode of Darkness, and we have that on Nitro as well.
do, yes.
Nice touch, sir.
Yes,
Nice
thank you.
touch. Fourth beer in the lineup.
How do we even introduce this?
I don't know.
We were supposed to have something beautiful, and we're having something like Helen of Troy compared to like Cameron Diaz, I guess.
I don't know. No, this is a Frankenstein, is what you have here.
Frankenstein, there you
Jamie.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I did take the liberty of reading the description,
Good description, right?
and
That's
I
you can
can't-
take that guy way over there.
I can't believe that
Oh, Kyle.
that you didn't tell. Hey, Kyle, how's it going?
Way back there.
I can't believe you just kept this from us. We didn't know that you were called Jaime the Giant. We didn't know that this whole time. So, but now we know. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kyle. So we're gonna get right into this. This is the Scenic Scene Kids. I love that.
Yep.
Scene Kids. I was also questioning about like, what does Jamie know about
is he
Scene
gonna
Kids?
two-step on us right now?
What does he know about?
Yeah.
And he absolutely knows. He knows.
Jamie used to have his hair in his face.
He used to do that.
Puffed
He
up
used
in
to
the
have
back.
Oh my goodness. On the menu it just says sour.
Yeah.
It just says that.
Yeah.
And then you figure it out.
Right.
Jamie, thank you so much, because we were absolutely planning on ending this episode with the Ode of Darkness, which is a nitro stout. We shared with you that Heart Hearts. It's just, we love stouts. We love dark beers.
Right.
You give us something chocolatey, coffee, barrel aged,
Barrel-aged.
nitro. We're happy guys. In the break that we just took, you said, "Hey guys, just try this," and it blew our socks off. And we have to make a change, a 180.
Yep.
We're ending with these Scenic Scene Kids. This is, let's see if I'm pronouncing this correctly, a Juxta Nomad collab.
Correct.
And this comes in at a 6.2 ABV. I'm going to do a read here, and
Yep.
Jamie, I'm going to have you describe this beer to us. It says, "Fair warning, Juxta and Jaime the Giant from Scenic Brewing Company may have been drinking when this plan was hatched. But we still like the idea the next morning. We made a creamy, juicy milkshake IPA, blended it with a barrel-aged sour ale, then added toasted coconut, graham cracker, vanilla, and macadamia nuts to the final product. Seriously, you guys, you're going to want like 11 growlers of this." I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. It's good, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and like bullshit that we haven't already tasted this.
Okay.
Let's
Smelling
just
notes.
Smelling notes. Lovely,
I wonder
lovely.
what that tastes like.
I don't even know what the hell's going on. I have no.
Everything is going on.
Everything is happening right now.
Everything is happening. So, the barrel aged sour is more Brett forward. It's Brettanomyces.
Yes, of course.
The milkshake IPA was almost 100% mosaic, I believe, for hops, and then a lot of lactose, and then graham cracker powder added to the fermenter while it was fermenting. Kind of like dry hopped with graham cracker, basically.
Very well.
It was the biggest mess.
He doesn't want to come in, by the way.
Yeah. It was the biggest mess. In the bright tank, we added a bunch of toasted coconut.
Ah, he's in.
Hey, there you go. There you go. We got a cameo from Kyle here. You have to. You're part of the insane process here.
Yeah.
You just want to call it a sour. I like that. That's very modest. I have no idea what the hell is happening here, guys.
It's its
I've
own
never
thing,
had
kinda.
anything like it, and I
Yeah.
love saying that. A big part of this project is every moment I get to say that.
Yeah.
I've said that plenty of times throughout this project, and every time I get to say it is a lovely experience. You guys won me over with this. We're going to get some tasting notes. I feel like Kyle should have a pour in front of him as well.
Yep. I got you.
Fucking hell, man. What is that?
We kind of called it a sour dessert IPA. I don't know.
I love it.
Sour dessert.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
Like a sour pastry.
Right.
Holy, I don't even understand. I don't.
Yeah, we kind of want to just meld a little bit of both of our,
The lactose with the sour
things. And I'm a big sour guy, so it just kind of makes sense.
Fuck me, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Cheers.
definitely. Cheers.
Good fucking timing, Kyle.
He told me to come here at 11 for something else, and, so I swear he, put me into this.
Leo's not here yet, so.
What a jerk.
The worst.
Holy smokes, guys. I pride myself in my ability to break a beer down. I am having a lot of trouble here.
Good. That's what we were going for.
I mentioned to Jamie that on my first on the initial taste there was like a honey tangerine, and I have no idea where the hell that's coming from. You guys started mentioning macadamia nuts and toasted coconut, and my mind is blown right now. I'm getting the Brettanomyces. I'm getting the barrel. I'm getting that funk of that barrel aged sour, and I know that that's something that's a huge selling point for people who enjoy that style. I'm particularly not. That's not my favorite beer,
Hurt my feelings now.
but but this is something else. This is I think the epitome of what craft brewing is today. You know, it's just a melding of knowledge and ingredients and adjuncts, and I have no idea what to say. This is
And that's what I
incredible.
was saying earlier. Is sometimes you just have to go for it.
Fuck yeah.
And I
Holy
always,
shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I always commend anybody that's willing to do it. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. This definitely worked out, but it could have just as easily been, something we had to drain for. Yeah.
Drain pour.
Back in the day, yeah. There's a few of those.
There's a couple. Yeah, it happens.
A couple that went down the drain, but
I mean, at this point, if you have drain pours, just let us know because we'll take it. We'll take your drain pours at this point. Jesus Christ. No, this is masterful, guys, and Jesus, what a privilege to have both gentlemen that minds went into this as well. Kyle, thanks for joining us on that cameo.
Yeah.
You seem reluctant for the camera, but now I could see you.
Big camera guy. I like to pretend I don't exist. You know.
They're around him all the time.
It usually
So
turns out the
he's-
camera. Like, you gotta be careful. There's like 12 hours left of that camera now. It's gonna explode.
Really just cracks. And, you know.
Yeah. Once it recognizes that it filmed Kyle, it's,
No, this is insane, guys. 6.2 ABV is right exactly where this should sit. It shouldn't be anywhere any more boozy. There shouldn't be any heat to this. Fuck, I'm having trouble here, guys. You guys making me work out here. I do get a lot of hop flavor, and I think that's where like that honey tangerine note is coming from.
the honey is from the graham cracker for sure.
Okay, that must be it.
Yeah. But the tangerine, the hopping.
It's got to be a hop for sure.
Yeah.
And sour beers have a funny way of playing with hops too. So the hop that's primarily in here is mosaic, which is really more like tropical fruit forward.
Right.
But I think just working with that sour, giving it a little more of that tartness to it and everything, it just kind of works.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely, guys. The creaminess and the lactose, it just works here. Rating. This is 10 out of 10. Absolutely. I can't say that it does it justice to have it in as a sour. I've had sour beer before. I've had good sour beer. I've had bad sour beer. This isn't a sour. We also typically end our lineups with something barrel aged, and you're letting us know this is the thing that's barrel aged
Right
on
now,
your
it's the
tap
only thing
system.
that's barrel-aged. Yeah.
I couldn't think of a better way to end this episode. You guys are really bending genres. You guys are really bending styles. This is definitely kitchen sink. I think you mentioned that
So we
just
should get
earlier.
at it, yeah, which is pretty accurate.
Goddamn. And you threw everything at the wall and all of it stuck.
You know what?
That's-
Funny you say that because most of the graham cracker actually did hit the wall.
It did, actually, yeah.
Not most, but it was a nightmare getting that into that tank.
I like my funnel. I didn't have a funnel, and so like we had to just kind of try to get it into a tiny port, and the graham cracker was all whatever. It was such a nightmare. Yeah, we were like, we'll cut a hole in the bag, and that was worse than trying to pour. Yeah.
Good time. It was nice.
I get this this camaraderie and this like just partnership as well, and it really translates into what I'm enjoying in this glass right here. You guys have hit it out of the park. This is a 10 for me. Osmandius, what do you got for this?
This makes me question our friendship and what have you done for me. But
Shit. When's the last time you fist bumped me, man?
Trouble in paradise.
Oh shit. All right, so the show's
10 out of 10.
canceled, guys.
10 out of 10 for me. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. We're going to fist bump right now.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Nah.
Oh,
Fucking dick. Asshole.
I'm sorry.
that was pretty good though.
You're forgiven. You're
We
forgiven.
don't fist bump.
No, we don't. What do we do?
Mostly docking.
Docking? Did he say docking? Jesus
I
Christ.
heard knocking, but docking makes more sense.
Is it that obvious?
It doesn't work. We're both uncircumcised.
Fucking hell.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. So Jamie's also uncircumcised? Is that what,
That's what I got from that.
understanding?
No, my parents are Catholic.
Wait, so what?
Holy smokes, guys. Yeah, this is
Oh,
nuts.
right. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is incredible. It is genre. What I don't know what you said. This is definitely genre bending. I'm fucking drunk.
Yes.
Incredible, all the way through.
Appreciate that.
The fucking lactose, the fucking graham cracker, everything here is fucking oof. 10 out of 10 for me.
Gentlemen,
This is ridiculous.
You're obviously experienced and you're well versed. I'm gonna have you rate your own beer.
Oh no. I have to pat myself on the back now.
Yeah, you do.
I'm really good.
You guys already made do this once. I
Pat
can't.
myself,
Yeah.
you know, that's
No. Let's skip that because we already did it once with the.
Okay,
I can't-
fair enough. Fair enough. No. So it's our turn to.
Kyle didn't want to be on the podcast, but he like walked over and to pat himself on the back.
we twisted his arm.
Okay, yeah.
We twisted his arm. We
Yeah.
did.
A little bit. Yeah.
No, this is our turn to stroke your guys' egos. This is nuts.
Are we talking with them?
Again.
Who here certifies?
Did you include that in the contract? Good man. I love every opportunity to say I've never had anything like this, and this truly is that, guys. This I'm blindsided. I am gonna take a growler to go or 11. Yeah, definitely, you guys. 10 out of 10 for me. Thank you, guys.
10 out of 10 for me.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.
Incredible.
This is fun. This is very fun, actually.
Yeah. It's not every day you talk about docking over beer.
At,
It's every other day.
Every other
at
day.
11 o'clock in the morning. That's something for mixed company. You guys, I appreciate your hospitality. Thank you guys for having us. Thank you for welcoming some lost Californians into your wonderful Nevadan Brewing Company. Jamie, any closing thoughts?
Stadium?
I think we're good.
Nevadians?
Everything. This was fun. I enjoyed it.
Nevadites.
Cheers.
Kyle, we're gonna have you actually get on the mic here. Any
Game or
yeah, spit some game, bro. Give me some bars.
Good freestyle.
Drop
Give me some bars.
Drop some bars.
Was it wire? So probably
okay, I got you. All right.
This should be long enough.
Oh, there it goes.
What am I doing on camera now? We're on.
There you go.
Just put it right in his face. Yeah. Oh,
There you
just
go.
like
Just
that.
pretend you're sucking in the. Yeah.
Saturday already? Oh, yeah. Start out with structure, but you know. Yeah,
After you said docking, it just
yeah. All downhill. Yeah.
All downhill from there. You can't top that. Kyle, any closing notes that you like to share about this beer?
Ooh. You know, since this was all impromptu, I'm not, didn't write it all out on my hands, but, I don't know. I'm just glad I got to work with this guy again and everything, and I think this kind of represents both of us, just absolutely out of our minds and ridiculous, and
Agreed.
Kind of sums it up. It's a definite meeting of two minds, so kind of worked out.
I'll have to agree.
Beautiful.
Gentlemen, thank you guys for having us again. We're going to close out on this beer for this segment. Afterwards, we will be enjoying your Ode of Darkness Nitro Stout, and we will be closing out the episode. Thanks again for having us, you guys. Cheers.
Appreciate you guys.
Good, great job, you guys. Jesus
Thanks
Christ.
very much.
Holy shit.
If it was anything less than 10, I would have been out.
Thank you for joining us, Jamie and Kyle, for episode 76 of Wasted Content here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sorry.
What?
No, okay, sorry.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you for having us here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Scenic Brewing Company is amazing. We looked at your menu online and expected a staff of 30 people behind you, but it's only Jaime the Giant.
One-man army.
One-man army.
Yeah.
Incredible, man.
Impressive, brother.
Our hats off to you, if that's the correct fucking saying, because
Yeah,
I'm drunk.
That's all right.
This is incredible, man. Thank you for having us, honestly.
All right.
Jamie,
Yes.
can you direct us to social media website?
All right. So, you can find us at scenicbrewingcompany.com, Scenic Brewing Co. at Instagram, and Scenic Brewing Company on Facebook.
Very well.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Here, take some of that.
Dude.
Wow, that was an amazing close.
The spear fingers.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Hey,
What's up?
what's
Hey,
up?
Hey, how are you?
What's up?
Hey.
Sup? Want to party?
Hey, yeah, dude, let's
Okay.
It's noon.
It's beginning to
It's-
feel a lot like summertime.
It is. It really is. It's noon. It's probably like 100 degrees out here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Something like
I
that. Yeah.
I kind of don't want to go outside. I want to just stay here for the rest of the fucking day.
This is nice. You know, we're getting
It's air
food,
conditioner.
we're getting drinks.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is nice.
What else do we need? I think I'm covered. Really.
Let's get some women in here.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, I'm gonna respect.
We're kind of bending the rules, just like Jamie and Kyle have done in beers. We're bending the rules for our
Sip half.
podcast. We are having a fifth beer in the lineup today.
Yes.
So we're clamoring for a dark beer from Scenic Brewing Company. They have a few on their menu.
You're
They ain't
looking at
even
the wrong
tripping about
menu.
that. They ain't even tripping about that.
So Jamie had poured this initially, and then he introduced the Scene Kids, right?
He did. Yeah.
Because you were making fun of him, saying he doesn't know anything about Scene Kids.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell does this guy know about Scene Kids?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
He be knowing about it.
I'll tell you what I know about Scene Kids.
Dude, he fucking changed my life, is what he did.
That was incredible. That was an
So-
incredible sour.
It was, but we've given that beer plenty of time. We're gonna close out with the beer that we intended to close out on, and I'm not saying that we got like just kind of knocked out of orbit here,
Yeah.
but we did ask for something dark. We've visited brewing companies before where you don't have anything dark. You don't even have a fucking porter worth of fuck.
Yeah.
Over here at Scenic Brewing Company, you have whatever the fuck you want, apparently. You want a blonde, you got it. You want a lager, you want a Mexican lager, you want an IPA. Would you like that West Coast or New England style? You want a fucking...
It's like they're serving clam chowder over here.
For real, bro. You want a Belgian? You want a stout? Would you like that on nitro? Or would you like a shit ton of coffee? They have so many things on the menu that's going to please a craft beer connoisseur or
And all
enthusiast.
done well.
And all done very well.
Incredible to find.
There's one thing here that we're not going to include on this lineup, and that's the Scenic Flying Cardinal. That's a red ale, an Irish red ale at 5%, and it says Nitro. And Jamie has shared with us that is a typo. That is, in fact, a typo. But he needs to keep it because that is the nitro-est nitro I've ever nitroed, for sure.
Right.
So it's just super creamy. He gave us a taste of that. It's lovely. It's wonderful. All of this to say, Jamie's really mastered all of these styles that he has on his menu. Nothing on the menu is something that's going to be subpar, and I'm really looking forward to getting into something dark from Scenic Brewing Company. We have the Oat of Darkness. This is a nitro stout. And it says, an imperial oatmeal stout that pours dark as night, aromas of roasted malt, coffee, and brownies. The nitrogen provides a foamy cascade and creamy mouthfeel and long-lasting head. You guys could get yourself a growler pour of this shit to take home if you'd like at a very reasonable price. I have that right in front of me. Super fucking reasonable for what we have offered here. Here we have it, guys. And looks like we got some food coming up as well.
Oh, we do.
Very well. Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
Appreciated. Holy shit. Alrighty, brother. So we have the Oat of Darkness, the Nitro Stout.
Cheers.
Let's get some smelling notes.
A lot of chocolate here, a lot of roastiness, a lot of coffee.
Lovely. The body's there. It's exactly where you need it to be. The head has staying power. It's a very dark khaki tan. At the edge of the glass, there is a very, very slight tinge of a red hue. It's lovely. It's a beautiful beer to look at. There's enough chocolate malt and coffee presence here to kind of really round everything out. I'm kind of forgetting that this is on nitro at this point because this was poured maybe about 20 minutes ago, right?
Approximately, yeah.
This was poured with the intention of being the last beer in the lineup. We're bending the rules here and we're making it a 5 beer lineup against the advisory of any law enforcement agency.
We're not driving.
I definitely don't want to be that drunk guy on the Vegas Strip that's like fighting with a bunch of security guards on bicycles.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
The guy we saw last night, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just upon arrival,
Yeah.
we're checking in, and there's already a fucking drunk ass speaking in an
Russian.
unintelligible language. I don't even know what the fuck
Russian.
that was. But it's the same thing. and you know, that's just the Vegas experience. That's part of Vegas, baby.
Yes. Yeah.
We're like totally set up to be that on our way out. I have a 32-ounce pour of the Scene Kids waiting for me.
On our drive-in, you were promising us not to be a retard.
I did. I said, I promise. Because I acknowledge the fact that I've been a retard before.
Yes.
So I promise that I won't be a retard today or this weekend.
Well,
Actually, I'll try because you made me kind of reel it back.
yeah, I said under promise, over deliver.
And I said, hey guys, I might be a retard this weekend.
Anything past retard will be surprised and pleasantly, it'll be pleasant.
Dude, we have like food sitting in front of us. I want to just go ahead and rate this beer
Okay.
so that we could get right into
Fucking
doing
fat ass.
what we actually enjoy doing.
Eating.
Why the fuck are we not doing an eating podcast, bro?
That's true.
We're professionals.
Well, we eat the same thing, though. This is like usually McDonald's or Jack in the Box.
We're going to rate the same munchy
Oh,
meal
yeah.
every night. Very well. This is a, let's see here, 64 IBU. This is 9% ABV. That's a lovely stout you got here, Jamie. That's rich, chocolatey. I get the brownie because of like this like kind of like dark cacao bitterness to it. It's almost chewy. Okay? The body is lending itself to be chewy. Almost, not quite. I'm halfway expecting a crust of the brownie.
Ooh.
Right? There's this like presence that makes me expect that.
Like
And
a good 7-Eleven brownie, right?
like a cookie brownie. What the fuck are those things called? Have you ever had that? Like that's a combination
I've seen those.
of the
They don't look
chocolate chip
appealing.
brownie.
It's an incredible feat the way they've actually divided the two, but like it looks like a marbleized brownie.
It's good. It's
Is
good.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting
Oh.
that brownie. I'm getting this like dark chocolate bitterness. It's lovely. There's like a roastiness to it. There's definitely a roasted malt presence.
Yep.
And I don't have much to complain about this beer. 9% ABV, all this flavor in here. Nitro
What's your rating on this?
in the category of a nitro stout. That's 9%. This is a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
9 out of 10 for me.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I want this to be a little bit more chocolatey. Considering the brownie, I want more chocolate here. I want more roast from the coffee. I want more sweetness. I think it's lacking a little bit of the sweetness here. It's very dry to finish. So something that's calling out brownie, you're expecting a sweet, delicate, fucking scrumptious dessert. A little too dry roasty for me, but still great. Respectable ABV. Respectable for what they've done here. 8.5 for me.
Very well. Scenic Brewing Company, thanks for having us. We're actually having customers pour in right now because they are officially open at this time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
So we're gonna have to definitely. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Same.
I didn't expect this. I really didn't. I didn't know what to expect coming here. I saw the menu
Yeah.
and I saw how ambitious it was. And legit, homie is on.
I mean, I
he's
mentioned to
there.
Jamie, like, I feel like a lot of places overreach
Yeah.
and what they're good at and what they're known for.
Yeah, no.
And then he's like, well, I don't try to do that, but I try to make everything I do great.
Right. It kind of harkens back to an argument that we were having last
Master-
night. Something about mastering things.
Yeah.
Some bullshit motherfucker
We'll
was
get back
trying
to we'll go back to the argument next episode.
Very well.
Okay.
We'll get into the mastery of things next episode.
Mastery of things.
For the time being, this has been episode 76, coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada, out of Scenic Brewing Company. I am Anthropos.
And I am Ozymandias. Don't fucking eat like a fucking pig.